Now from the second city of Chicago, head down Lakeshore Drive and you find venerable Soldier Field, home of the Bears. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the Detroit Lions and the Chicago Bears. With my partner, Greg Olson, I'm Mike Tirico. We are just about set to kick it off. And off we go from Soldier Field. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. They'll run, and for the first time, it's Jonathan Brooks. And they finally wrestle him down at the Lions' 32-yard line. A huge play right off the bat, 33 yards.
Well, it's hard to imagine starting a game much better than that. Great play design. You can tell all week they love that play to start the game, and, man, you can see why.
Darnold to throw on 1st down. That's complete. It's Malik Nabers. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. 14 on the pickup. 1st down, Detroit.
A gain of 14. And the Lions 1st down.
Throwing, Darnold. Oh, intercepted. What a bad start on the 3rd play. And the Bears are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive.
I'm not going to sit here, Mike, and say there's ever a good time to throw a red zone interception, but in this case, it's the first half. You have the rest of the game to get yourself back down here in the red zone and make up for that miscue, because next time they get down here, they got to be a lot more careful when they decide to air it out.
That'll be taken in. It's Trey Benson. And mark him down up beyond the 30. They get 13 to begin the drive. It's a 1st down.
So in regards to being used in the passing game, there's really 2 types of backs in this league. There's the check down back. He's able to just take the short gains and try to pick up more yards after catch. And then there's the back that can be used as a weapon. Man, when you got a guy like that in your passing game, it is a handful for defenses. So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
It is 3rd and long. Out of shotgun, Richardson. Flush to his right. And he'll just have to throw this one away. There was nowhere to go downfield. And now it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Really nice sequence of plays here defensively, not only to force the 3rd and long, but then you really take away all of the quarterback's options downfield, left him with nothing really else to do but to just simply throw that one away.
Oh, hello! He is stopped in his tracks on that one. They made sure that return was not going any farther. Darnold down on 1st and 10. He'll look deep here for Neighbors. Now here's another ball that's intercepted. Picked off by Travis Hunter. And the Bears are going to have it at their own 32-yard line.
And this is what comes when you decide to attack outside the numbers. You have to have a quarterback that's A, willing to make tough throws, and B, the arm strength to do it. He has the arm. I just think that one was a little too reckless, and they end up with a big interception.
And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
That's caught downfield by Hunter. And he will go all the way. Travis Hunter. Touchdown, Chicago. That's his first touchdown this year. 7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
We go, Sam.
He'll start this on the ground with Brooks. And he'll take this up past the 40. I'll pick up the 5.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
On the set.
From the 41. Here's 2nd down and 4.
Ready.
From the shotgun, it's Ritter. That's complete. It's Ladd McConkey. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. A gain of 17 yards. Good for a Lions first down.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Shot. 17. Ready.
From the gun, it's Ritter. Toward the middle of the field that time, but incomplete. He was trying to get it to Jonathan Brooks out of the backfield. And it'll lead to a 2nd down.
He just stays on his primary read just a little bit too long. I think if he gets that ball to his check down a little bit quicker, not only is the ball completed, but I think there's some room to run. So, again, certain quarterbacks are better than others. The ability to process and eliminate targets quickly to move on to the next, that's a skill that really just comes from experience.
The Bears will use one of their timeouts here, and they'll get together prior to the 2nd down play.
Here we go.
Out of the gun, it's Ritter. Looking middle, and he'll get it complete to McConkey. He's going to be taken down at about the 30.
13 yards.
That's the 2nd time they connect on this drive. This one good for 13 yards.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
Ready.
Back to throw, Ritter. On the run to the right. That's to the sideline and intercepted. Picked off by Deontay Banks. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But, boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their...
Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. Kayvon Thibodeaux getting in to drop him for sack number 11 on the season.
And these are the type of splash plays that can have an impact, especially as the game goes on. So offensive line has to do a better job to make sure that they have this protection shored up and that this isn't a sign of things to come.
And a nice run there as he surges forward, a gain of 8, and sets up third down. From the gun, Richardson. He gets it to the rangy tight end, Waller. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down marker. Early big play here. They're going to go for it on fourth down. Now Richardson. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. And he's going to have the first down. So taking a chance there, playing with the lead, but it works out for them. That one too far out in front to be brought in, and it's incomplete. Travis Hunter was the intended target. And it'll bring up second down. On second down, it's Benson. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard.
So these, Mike, are the bodybuilder runs. They're not big gains. They're nothing fancy. But they really set that physical tone for the rest of the game where now a good play caller can use some of these early runs to set up something a little bit bigger down the road. Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
Pass's kick is good. And the Bears will extend to a 10-0 lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on free and extend their lead.
So after the made field goal, Bass is back out there to kick it away. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback.
Come on, set, ready.
They go play action now. Ritter, he'll look deep here for Neighbors. And that is incomplete. Malik Neighbors, the intended receiver. And it'll be second down.
They're trying to take the top off the defense, make them feel that vertical threat, and soften everything up. Wasn't a ton of separation downfield, at least not what they would have preferred, and ends it up being a wasted down.
And this will be incomplete, but a penalty flag down on the play. And let's see who's guilty. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
Let's go. Ready.
On play action, Ritter forced to his right. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up second down.
They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
They'll They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
10 seconds. Here we go. Here we go. Yellow, 43. Cut.
Here's Ritter to throw. That's going to be intercepted. It's the safety, Kyle Hamilton. So after 1, it's the Bears off to the early lead. We're back to Soldier Field after this. Bears in possession here to start the 2nd quarter as they are set to start the drive with 1st and 10.
Ready?
To throw, it's Richardson. This one caught by Waller. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
So the hope is, when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
60 vices. 60 vices.
We'll try and run here with Benson. 15-yard pickup there. 1st down, Chicago.
There's a big conversation going on right now around the NFL about what is the true value of having a run game. And I've always thought it comes down to being good at 3 situations. Can you run the ball in the 4th quarter with a lead? How well can you run the ball on the goal line? And then in this case, how well can you run the ball in short yardage situations?
Richardson to throw it here on 1st down. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on 1st down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 26-yard line.
So, from the 26-yard line, here is 2nd and 3. Quick throw there, and the RPO is broken up. And no time to get the separation there. And the incompletion is going to bring up 3rd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch from contact. Well, we have an early decision here, Mike. How aggressive does this coach want to be on this 4th down try? I think you got to keep your offense out there. You have a prime opportunity to take the fight to them, extend this drive, and hopefully be able to come away with points.
The field goal unit staying put. They're going to line up and go for this on 4th down. Here's Richardson. That'll be intercepted. Picked off by Brian Branch. And the Lions are going to get the ball back on the turnover. They hold on 4th down.
Result of the play is a turnover on downs.
Ready, ready. 52 blue. Set.
A run with Brooks to begin this drive. And he's trying to get upfield, but cannot do it. Knocked backwards to the 2.
Well, as been the case this entire 1st half, it's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Now, Darnold. Throw left side, but that's going to be incomplete. Matt McConkey, the one he was looking for. And it's going to bring up 3rd down.
So after their defense gives them a gift on their last drive and gets them the ball back and on the field, they nearly return the favor following that dangerous throw of their own. And at this point, they're lucky to walk away with just an incompletion.
That is incomplete. Well read that time defensively, making it difficult downfield. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. To be returned from the other side of midfield. And it'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there.
6-yard line.
On first down, it's Richardson. And he'll be taken down. They got him back at the 50-yard line. Travis Jones. He works his way in, and that's now 5 sacks for him on the year. So after the loss on first, here's 2nd and 14.
Let's go now.
Richardson going to look to throw. And the ball out of the reach of the receiver. Falls incomplete.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm.
Open man, right side. He's got it. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
Packers 50.
31-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Benson. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Some defensive ends specialize in getting after the quarterback. Some defensive ends specialize in run game. This guy can really make an impact on both, as we saw here for that tackle for loss.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11.
Here we go. Here we go. 19 Tiger. 19 Tiger.
Now Richardson. He finds De'Ami Brown. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down.
Anytime you're facing a zone defense, you're working from your first progression all the way through. But when guys are open in this level, Mike, they don't stay open very long. So what they taught us as receivers, if you're open, stay open. And if you're not open, you better get open quick because that ball is coming out.
Mark down at the 6. 2nd and goal.
19 Tiger. 19 Tiger. Ready?
They'll go with him again. Hard running close to the goal line, but they're going to mark him just short. Looking for that final yard. It's 3rd and goal. And he'll take it on in. Darren Waller. Touchdown Bears. It's his 3rd touchdown catch this year. The extra point by Bass is good. And the Bears move further out in front. It is now 17-0. Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
In motion goes Likely. Off the play fake, it's Darnold. That's into the hands of Jonathan Brooks. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
They face 2nd down and 7. From the shotgun, here's Darnold. He'll look deep here for Neighbors. And that is incomplete.
And I think at this point here, 2nd quarter of this game, I think now is where we can start seeing each team open up their offense a little bit more. Early on, everyone's kind of feeling each other out, getting a taste of what the game plans are. Here they finally take a shot downfield. Nice job by the defense, but this is going to put a little depth in that coverage and hopefully open up some other things.
Deonte Banks right there with the good coverage to knock it away. And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. Start out with a run, and it's Benson. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Looked to me like the quarterback had the option to pull that and make it a throw, but he decides to give it. Probably wishes looking back that he would have pulled it because there was nowhere for that running back to go.
We'll get this to Hunter on the RPO. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
Looking to throw, Richardson. And he's out of bounds, but they're going to stop this inside the 25. That's a second charge timeout to Chicago. And they'll have a chance to talk things over after picking up that first down.
At the 23-yard line.
Let's go.
Out of shotgun, Richardson. To the end zone, it's intercepted. Picked off by Dax Hill. And the Lions are going to get the football here as it'll come out to the 20. Just going to run it here up the middle. And he's going to be out of bounds. Triple zeros up there on the clock. We have reached the end of the first half. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. Brown now to return it. Now an opening past the 30. Oh, very good field position to start as the return is past the 40.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Ready.
Richardson to throw here on 1st and 10. This is too far out in front. That one's incomplete. De'Ami Brown was the one he was looking for.
He was covered by
And that will lead to a second down.
I'll tell you what, Mike, with this guy's speed, he's not an easy target to overthrow, so that's one of those where they're telling this quarterback, throw it with everything you got. Just lay it out there. And more times than not, he's going to run under it. But in this case, just a little bit too much on it. He winds up overshooting his man.
That's a dozen for number 12, and he's got a first down as well. Here's 1st and 10.
48-yard line.
Richardson. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end, and they'll take this down inside the 35. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down. They run out of the gun with Benson. That one never got started. Defensive pressure too much, and they drop him in the backfield.
6-yard line.
This play here, Mike, is just all about the get-off of the defensive line. Watch how fast they go when that ball is snapped. Nowhere for this running back except to go down for a loss.
He's got his man on the in route. He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. The Lions have got it.
Something these running back coaches preach all the time, Mike, is you can't sacrifice the ball for additional yardage, and I think we had a case of that going here. I love the effort. I love the fight, but it can't come at the expense of the ball. Everything in football is about protecting the ball itself, and in this case, just a little bit too loose with it. They're able to pop it loose.
And for a third time today, he's intercepted. Picked up by Nick Emanwari. And it's a big return. He's finally tackled right near midfield.
I think anytime you find yourself trailing in the second half, Mike, all offensive play callers fight the urge to chase those points. They tend to get a little bit over-eager. They tend to push the envelope sometimes a little too far. Those turnovers, they only make the deficit grow, not shrink. Now, there's a lot of football left, Mike. They can still get back into this. They just have to be a little bit smarter about which risks you're willing to take.
That's good.
Let's go now.
First down.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Straight ahead, they go with Benson. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2. From the 20, here is second down and 7.
18 Cardinal, 18.
Off the play fake, it's Richardson. That's going to be incomplete. Huff was very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force third down.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. When that defender's bearing down, you really get a good idea of what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are under.
The Bears are looking at a first and goal. He's taken down at the 2-yard line.
And this is what can happen when you're so worried about protecting the sticks, Mike. You force them to throw the ball underneath, but then you've got to be able to rally the ball and tackle. But they weren't able to do it before he gets to the line to gain, and he ends up picking up the first down anyway.
Ready.
Benson will score. Touchdown, Chicago. Pass now for the extra point. And this is no good. He misses the extra point. But here come the flags. This will likely be a roughing call. Another extra point opportunity here. A little bit easier following the penalty, and the kick is good. Following the touchdown, pass is back to kick it off.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Inside, it's Brooks. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's second down.
Brings up second and 9.
Ready, set. 43 rail. Down. Hut, hut, hut.
Off the fake. Here's Ritter. Defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what?
And for a third time today, he's intercepted. Picked off by Jacob Parrish. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick six for touchdown. Second half, and the defense continues to be item one in this game. They've done the job keeping the offense in control, and now, Greg, they scored on their own.
Yeah, and they've just been dominant the entire day, Mike. And now to come up with a pick six here and just further their dominance, it's been an impressive performance all around for this defense.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Ready.
They go play action with Ritter. He'll look deep here for Neighbors. Now right on the heels of the pick six, he is intercepted. Picked off by Travis Hunter. And a nice return will set them up in good field position right at midfield.
The first down pass.
Blocking 18. Come on.
A run here with Benson. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's second down.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Unlock line.
They'll go again with Benson. And they'll take this down inside the 35. A pickup there of 13. Good for a Bears first down.
Bears first down. First and 10 at the
A give. Here's Benson. He did a nice job there, sidestepping tacklers on his way to a pickup of 8.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
And he's going to be stuck well behind the line of scrimmage. A play going absolutely nowhere. Here's a third down and 4.
Cougar 19.
They'll go play action. It's Richardson. Exiting the pocket right. The coverage too good downfield. They'll wind up taking him down. So, 3 quarters now in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
A 46-yard attempt.
And that is no good. He missed it. And they are not able to add on to their big lead.
They're just trying to extend the lead here, and this is definitely one they're going to want to have back.
First and 10 now from the 36.
Drill 52. 10 cycles. Block 40. Check pitch. 5-6. Cut.
Here's a handoff to Brooks. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up second down.
Like the old adage, you run to set up the pass. This modern offense nowadays, we're starting to see that flipped upside down on its head. Typically, the success of the passing game is what allows teams to have success like this.
And he'll get a couple of yards, and that's good enough for the first down.
Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good run. 3rd and short, 4th and short, the ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and to say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunities to go generate points. So I think as you look back over the course of this game, it's really been the inability of this offense, Mike, to create any sort of balanced attack to get anything going. And whether you look at the rushing yards, whether you look at just the points scored, this offense has to find a way going forward to generate more big plays and more balance, both run and pass.
He'll look deep here for Neighbors. And they are into the end zone for the first time today. Malik Neighbors. Touchdown, Detroit. Will Lutz now for the PAT. He's got it. And the Lions are able to cut into the deficit.
31. Lions 7. Will Lutz set to kick
So
off.
now after the touchdown, Lutz going to send this one away. This is fielded inside the 5. And with a well-placed kickoff, that's what these new rules can do for you. They're going to be backed up now to start this drive.
Yeah, really with I should probably start ahead, boy, because I got all
They go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10.
Ready.
First play of the drive, and here's Benson. And that'll be a pickup of 3.
Taken down at the 14-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now second
Here's
and
2nd and 6.
65 6.
A run. And here's Mason. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground. Like, there was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
have to get this to the 20. Here's third down. That'll be caught. It's Hunter.
This pitch and catch may have looked routine, but I promise you, Mike, these types of anticipatory throws, especially outside the numbers, they don't occur without countless reps, oftentimes when nobody's even watching.
And he's going to be marked down up around the 33. It's a pickup of 13 yards. First down, Chicago.
Bears, first down. First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
On the ground is Mason. Lots of space past the 45. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10.
Here we go.
First and 10.
They'll run for the first time with their fullback. Trying to use that big body to get the yardage, but he is stopped for no gain.
1 yard gain.
From the 44-yard line, here's second and 9.
44-yard line.
They'll run. This is Mason. And they'll take this down inside the 35. Call it a gain of 13. Good for a Bears first down.
Bears, first down. First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
And he's going to be taken down. Not so easy this time. They drop him back behind the line. It's second down.
Brings up
60
second.
Eagles, 60 Eagles. Here we go.
33-yard line.
On play action, Richardson. That's into the hands of Jordan Mason. And he's going to have the first down. And that will not officially end it, but for all intents and purposes, they're going to be able to run the clock down from here. They'll give on the ground, and they continue to turn out first down. What a drive. It continues now with first and goal.
That's good for a Bears first down. First and goal at the 9-yard line.
So this one in the win column for the Bears. Their winning ways continue. They've